Alright guys, our next stage we're looking at getting our ground connected. So where we're going through for this one is we're going to be starting over on our end one over here, and then coming through to this one here, jumping across to our negative here, and then those ones that we can see that are on the outside of our resistors here is where we need to connect the grounds to. And finally, on this last one, we will join it up to this so that we can connect it through to our breadboard and our Arduino. So let's start off. It's exactly the same process as we've done previously. We need to strip the end. So the first one is a nice easy one. Strip the end, add some solder to tin it, and do the same thing for the other end as well. Make sure the tip is shiny, add a little bit to that one too, and then we can add our little bit of heat shrink over the top, and then connect him up. So let's just get him a little bit stable and easy to see. So from here, I'm going to grab my cable, add the heat shrink. Now what we can do is if we find that we think that wire is going to be going too far into that, we can always trim a little bit of this end off so we've got a nice, neat, clean join to that. Having a little bit of solder on the tip will help with that heat transfer. And just add a little bit of solder to that joint, which is not a bad thing. So that's in, nice and easy. And then we can bring our heat shrink over the top and then put that in place. So push that nice and over. And that guy's in place. So next step, I need to measure that wire out. So he's going to be about to there. Trim him down, strip the end off. And with this one, I need to leapfrog him for the next one ready to go. So grab those two wires, twist them together. We can always hold it a little bit more securely if we need to with the clamp hands. Maybe okay without it. Add the heat, add the solder. That looks good. Just going to trim that end so it's a little bit shorter. And we're going to rotate this guy up a little bit. Okay, add some solder to that. And grab our little piece of heat shrink for over the top. Awesome. So then that holds in place. And just like that, I can bring that back over the top and then heat him in place. Okay, so now we're going to move around, bring it over and through to this one, and repeat our process. Get our wire to then lead to the next one, twist those together, tin them, tin the next one we're going to, add our heat shrink, and repeat. hold them in place, add our heat, and because we've tinned them, that's now held in place. Heat shrink. And we can go through to the next one. So this one here, we can almost short, that's quite a short little piece there, but that's okay. And we're going to attach it through. So if we need to, we can always trim that down a little bit so we have less that needs to be covered with our heat shrink. But then tin both sides. Oh, we need our extra leapfrog, don't we? We've got one more button to go after this. Tin them. Tin him. Heat shrink over the top. And then add our heat to join them. So hopefully the process is fairly comfortable by now. And just make sure we keep that other piece, because he's going to be our signal wire, out of the way. I'm just going to bend him over out of the way a little bit. And then this guy will come over to this one, with our last leapfrog being this piece. Tin and tin that one. I'll shorten him down a little bit, and then our heat shrink over the top. Need to bring that so we can keep the heat shrink away a little bit while we get him in place. And then he's soldered in place. Bring our last piece in, heat shrink over the top. Just trim that end off. He's out of the way. And sometimes if you've got little sharp bits of the wire, the heat, it catches on the side of the heat shrink and doesn't quite get where you want it to be. So I've got that. Let's try that again. All right, that's better. That slid down nicely. All right, so we are set up We've got our pieces over here, ready for the last stage of connecting our signal wires, ready for the testing.